How's it going, everyone? It's time once again for a weekly watch list. What this is my favorite setups, the exact levels I'm watching for the upcoming week. But before we get started, as always, be sure to subscribe to my channel, click the thumbs up button, and click that bell icon so you do not miss on any of my upcoming videos. Let's get right into SPY here. I've been waiting on this level for a long time. I'm hoping that we can get it this week. And it's this 416 area for a bounce. I'm going to be watching it very, very closely if we continue with a weakness. It's a solid level on the weekly and daily time frame. Remember, higher time frames, the more dominant the level is. Would love to see us push down for a bounce. For calls, I'll definitely be waiting on confirmation as always. Personally, I'm watching price action and I'm watching volume to confirm my trades. And I'm watching it to confirm at key levels, okay? Keep that in mind. As far as rejects go, I really like this area. You can see it better on the daily. Let's take a look here on the daily. This 433, if we push back up there, it's a very solid resistance. I want to see us push back up for a possible reject there for a day trade, okay? We're quite a ways away from the my reject area here on SPY, but the way the market's been moving, nothing would surprise me. Ideally, I would like to catch this for a bounce. I have a lot of people, trying to predict which way the market's going to go. And that's okay. If you're a swing trader, you're trying to catch the moves either way. But me personally, I don't swing trade too often. I do more leaps than anything, which are longer expiration, such as SPY leaps, 6 months out, stuff like that. I don't try to predict which way I think the market's going to go based off how I invest or based off my trades because most of my trades are lasting, minutes to hours tops, right? So I identify these key levels and I know exactly what confirmation I need to enter a trade. I like to make my money and get out of the market because it has been a little wild, Some big news can drop and it can turn to A plus bad quickly, right? SPX levels remain the same for this week. Really no point in creating more. The ones I created for the last week or two are still relevant, still respecting them. When we move out of this range, I will create some new ones. Or if I see, we formed a new support or resistance on the higher time frames, I'll chart that out. But stick around, I have some solid individual setups for this upcoming week. The first setup is Tesla, ticker TSLA. I really like this for a bounce down here around this 199.37 to 200 area, okay? But what I'm going to look for, it's either going to go one of two ways. We're either going to fail it, I'm going to look to reclaim for a call entry, or we're going to come right down to this area. I'm going to watch price action and volume to confirm the bounce. I'm going to be looking for reversal candles on the lower time frame as far as the day trade goes. If I see, like a nice bullish daily candle, weekly candle, whatever your confirmation is set up, I may possibly enter this for a longer term trade. We'll see. But if we fill that 200 area, we do have quite a bit of room to the downside. If we fill it on the higher time frames, what I mean is like a daily close below or weekly candle close below. And that's okay. I would love to have the opportunity to buy Tesla below 150 again. That's one of my biggest regrets in the past is not catching it down towards that 100 area. For those that's been following me for a while, my weekly watch list when we was in that area. That was my main bounce area. I was looking to add some leaps. Now let's move on to the next setup. Now my next setup I'm watching this week is Nvidia, ticker NVDA. I'm watching it for a bounce around that 400 to 401 area for calls. I really like these whole psychological numbers for bounces. And this one happens to be a very solid support on the daily time frame as well. Again, I'm going to handle this the same way I'm going to handle the Tesla trade. Either we break below reclaim, have solid confirmation on the reclaim. I want to see a nice increase in buying volume. I want to see the bids get above that level for a nice day trade to the upside. Or if we come down to this area and show clear signs of a reversal, that's where I'm going to enter calls at. Now, we do have a big gap to fill once we break below this 366. I'm not sure if we'll get down there or not. If we do, that's going to open up a whole new type of trade. And that will be something that I call out, when I'm trading inside Team Bull. If I take a trade on that, I don't believe we'll see it this week. But one thing I do want to note, we're approaching these big bounce areas on a lot of individuals and this key level I've been waiting for on SPY. So I'm not sure if we're going to see the reversal this week or next, but we're approaching the areas where that could be possible. If I enter any longer term trades, I'll be sure to keep you all updated. Let's take a look at Apple before we go. This is not something I'm really looking for a day trade, but it's a solid area. Let's look at the weekly time frame. So I want to see this push back down. I've been waiting to add some long term in this area as well. I got someone that invests for me, but I also have my own account that I'm adding long term to as well. It's fun for me. I really enjoy it. I say that, but it's not funny because long term is one of the most important things you can do, right? But kind of waiting on this 160 to 157 area to add some Apple shares to my long term. And honestly, it looks solid for a bounce down here as well as far as calls go. We'll see how it plays out. But that's all I have. As always, this is just my opinion, what I'm looking for, my personal watch list. It's very important that you have your own plan, your own trading plan that you're following every single day, a proven system that works. That's what's going to separate you from the rest, right? But appreciate you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.